Hi, so I wanted to discuss my Module 1 video forum. So to start off with, the 4 virtues that I chose were faith, hope, justice, and fortitude. So throughout my everyday life and actions, I try to practice throughout my daily words and actions those 4 virtues. Not saying that I didn't do that with all the other virtues, but mostly these ones. Specifically at work, I have to carefully choose what I say and do because there's a lot of drama, and responding to drama can be very hard to do, especially as a Christian, because you want to do it in a godly manner as well. So I work at a church doing event and facility coordination, and even though it is a church, most of the higher up staff treat our team poorly, which is terrible. Like, it's so sad. But I have had to present justice and fortitude and do it throughout our daily interactions with our team. So I've had to sit down with a couple of our bosses. So me, Kelly, and Michael, my other 2 bosses, we have to sit up with the higher ups and talk about things that are going on and how we are feeling as a team, or how we are, we feel as a team, and how we are being treated as a team. Because we want to remain in harmony with each other, but also that means having tough discussions as well, with truth and integrity. Justice is, a form of, getting, let me look at, I can't remember what it was saying. Consistent, constant, and firm will give their due to God and neighbor. Justice promotes equity with regard to persons and to the common good. So me and my team, we want to come together for the common good and solve these issues, so that way because we feel as a team and as a facilities team, everything is brought back on us. Our chairs weren't set up right, our tables weren't set up right, this room wasn't set up right, and it can get very overbearing. Especially because we have to deep clean bathrooms sometimes. Usually it's not my job, but when other people aren't there, I have to cover for them. And so we get texts, oh, hey, these bathrooms weren't done. Whereas those bathrooms have been done, but the church that I work at has a school. And so these kids come into the bathrooms and destroy them. And so it's not that we didn't clean them, it's that their students came into the bathrooms and messed them up. So the way that they word how they talk to us is just very, it's ungodly, like, it really is. And it makes us feel like we're just their maids and their servants, and that we don't deserve any respect or honor in the jobs that we're doing. And so remain in a virtue of justice, saying, hey, let's sit down and have a talk with truth and integrity, and having tough discussions to work along for the better good and for the better future, so that way not only our team doesn't feel like we're doing a poor job, because we know that we're not, and we're busting our butts off for this church, but also for these people to realize how much we do, and that sometimes it's not our fault. We do make mistakes, but there's a lot of the times where a lot of this stuff is put on us when it's actually not on our team. So this also can go along with fortitude, which means standing firm in difficult situations in order to lead to a better outcome and for good fruit to be produced out of it. All we want as our facilities and events coordination team is to not only, move on from it, but also to fix the problem. We know that we're producing good fruit, and that we're doing our best, and sometimes we make mistakes, but also we need to come to a common good where other people aren't coming down on us like they are, because it's just we get so much just difficulty from other people. So a personal situation for me, this doesn't go with sports or activities or anything, but I can relate to this personally, and using the hope and faith virtues. I believe it was like in the span of 4 years, and I had 5 family members pass away. There were so many times that I wanted to give up and not stick through with God. But then I remembered that like seed of hope and faith that has lasted me through so many trials and tribulations growing up, where God brought me through these things and he wasn't going to quit on me now. And so it was just like a reminder that faith and hope are just such a beautiful thing that we have in Christ. And those characteristics are based on the value, seeing that God is always revealed to us, even in the darkest times. And having hope as a virtue, like having hope is beautiful. Like, we should desire to have hope in the Father, because we've seen what he's done, we know what he's done, and we don't know what he's going to do, but we know that he's always going to get us through. So I thought that those would be a good discussion for the 4 virtues and how I've lived through those 4 specifically. So yeah, have a great day.